Welcome to CVM Stories, the podcast on customer value management. Together we explore how companies can be more successful and the customers happier through the use of latest customer value management techniques. Learn key commercial and analytical insights from telecoms, retail, finance, and other industries that drive CVM forward.
1 year and a half, almost 2, we reduced 50% the churn. Yeah, it was amazing. When you do it well, the customer really feels known.
So there are different elements that you should start in parallel, focusing on having the results here and now, and also building the path to increase the results in the, let's say, medium future.
At first it was hard for us, how we will do it, then we had help, but now we are really happy because, you don't depend from anybody. And this is also, I think, one part of the efficiency, that you can have everything in your home, let's say like that.
Everybody are talking about revenue retention, etc., but the customer is the input or the source, So what's your secret in aligning everybody?
Actually, it is very important to have a couple of certain KPIs to steer daily, weekly, and monthly basis.
To go beyond customer base and address all the households, all the customers that are available. And that is like building reference model of all the households in Poland. Kind of new concept, which is CVM for prospects, for new customers, which is not so obvious.
The definition of that emotional connection to me is very much about being relevant. Some organizations talk about signature experiences. To me, it's about knowing, being empathetic and knowing what is the customer need, how they are connected to the brand of the specific company, and then how you bring them to life in those customers' interactions. So the definition for me is about knowing what is the customer need and being able to address it in the moment that matters.
We have introduced a unified control group or universal control group, and that is basically the group of customers that is not touched proactively. It was easier when you have all the data definitions ready, data models. You understand what is the sale, especially for fixed services. There are different moments when you can say that there is an order, there is service activated in network system, in billing.
So you say 2 years, project.
There are different components you can incorporate to really create a line between emotional connection that is a baseline that you can use. I believe it is about 3 key components. It's about the relevance of the communications. I also believe it's about how invested customers are with you. And then the third component from my perspective is about the advocacy. Is whether the customers will recommend you as a brand to their friends.
Could you kind of name what was your proudest moment in your career,
That I managed to run away from customer department while I was working in online gaming when I accidentally sent out not existing promo for 20,000 customers.
Oh my God.
I managed to survive. They were nearly throwing chairs.
This culture of they have permission to fail, they have permission to try and test, and I think for me that's at the heart of these big customer centricity transformations. Is you're not going to know how it's all going to work. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to think that something's going to work really well and it doesn't. You need to give people permission to fail.
Because next best offer could be very short term or could be long term. So I wouldn't say that
it still doesn't solve the whole problem.
No, basically. It doesn't fully solve it. Yeah. It might be that the next best action is something that doesn't generate any short term value.
Yeah,
algorithm is contradicting. So what does the agent do with it?
Yeah.
Does he follow the algorithm that suggests him something?
Yeah.
Or does he sell what he gets pressure for from his manager?
So the only thing which keeps you back is your imagination. If you can think of it, you can build it.